Okay guys, welcome to my channel. Today, as the topic shows, this is what we'll be preparing: pumpkin soup. We're going to prepare the Liberian way. So I'm just going to walk you through. I have fish, chicken, I got beef and turkey, and here I have dry fish, and I have another form of dry fish, but in Liberia we call this boni. So I'm going to start right now to show you how to cook pumpkin soup the Liberian way. So you cut your onion, and I have my pepper here. I'm supposed to blend the two together, but some people in my house don't eat pepper, so we prefer dropping just the pepper in it and cooking it together. So this is the chopped onions and the pepper. We're going to boil the meat, steam the meat before cooking it. Okay guys, I have my pot that I'm going to steam the meat in. So I'm going to put in the chicken in the pot. In Liberia, we cook a lot of different meat together, but you don't have to do like all of this. You can cook whatever meat you think is okay for you. So I add my beef and my turkey, and I'm just going to season it up. You can use any seasoning you want. So today, this is the seasoning I'm going to be using. It's all-purpose season salt. So this is what you can find this at any store. You just put some on the meat, and that should be enough. You figure out the amount you want to put on. So I'm just gonna like stir it around, turn it around, and it's like I don't have enough, so I'm gonna add a little more. Voila. And you just allow it to sit for like 2 or 3 minutes, so you can like season a little. Then we'll be right back. Okay, now we are back. What we're going to do, we're going to add a little water, not a lot of water. Just a little water, just for it to steam. Because you're going to cook it with the pumpkin anyway. So you don't want to put a lot of water. You just add a little water. This should be enough. And we cover it up so it can steam. I'm going to turn on the stove now. So before putting it on the stove, you just take a little onion and just drop it in it. Not a lot, just a little onion, okay? Just to give it that flavor. Cover it up and put it on the stove. We're going to allow it to steam. So while it is steaming, I'm just going to season my fish. You can add salt to it, or you can use the same seasoning if you want. Just add a little seasoning to it, not a lot, because remember you put seasoning on the meat already. So you're going to like turn it around. This is how we do it the Liberian way. You can also use a spoon, or a cook spoon, to turn it around so the seasoning can go in the fish, so you can get seasoned well. I'm going to fry it and put it aside. So while the oil is getting hot for me to fry the fish, Now I'm gonna work on this. You can work on this anytime. So I'm gonna like open it up, cut it, wash it up, and cut it. Okay, and you guys will see how it will look like after I finish cutting it. So guys, this is the finished product. I chop it up, and the meat, boil the meat, not too much, not too boil, but just steam it. And the oil I use to fry the fish, I'm going to use this same oil to cook the food. So I'm going to pour it in the pot. We don't eat a lot of oil in this house, so I would just add just a little oil. That's it. I'm going to keep this one. And turn the stove on. So guys, to continue cooking this food, this is what we use. Tomato paste. You can use any kind. We're going to use it in the cooking of this food also. So just observe me what I'm going to do. Thank you. So guys, as the oil is hot now, we're going to put the onion in it. Put the onion in it. Don't put all the onion now. You can put some. Because what we're trying to achieve, we're trying to allow this to fry for it to bring that flavor that, you know, when you stand for a fire, when you smell the food, you'll be like, oh my God, what are they cooking? So this is how we do it. You allow it to fry for a while. Then now you add the tomato paste. So now I can smell the onion fry. I can smell it so good. It smells so good in here, guys. The tomato paste is a lot, so we're going to just use a portion of it and keep. I don't like to waste food, so I'm going to keep the remaining one in the freezer. And anytime you want to use it, you can just pop it out in the microwave for like 30 seconds and it will be okay. Because anytime it comes from the freezer, it's always frozen. So I'm just going to take a little like this. I hope you guys are seeing it. This should be enough for the food. You're going to stir it around, turn it around. Keep turning it. Keep turning it so it can dissolve in the oil. It will also give the food a special kind of flavor, a special kind of, you know, aroma. So guys, now it's fried. It's nice like this. Now you can add your pumpkin. Make sure you clean it and wash it, everything, before you prepare it, okay? So you're going to pour the pumpkin in the pot. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks great. Sorry guys, my hand's blocking the pot. I'm just trying to pour it in the pot, okay? And you're going to turn it around. Add a little season. This is the season I use, the Koi chicken flavor booth mix. I'm going to add some to it, okay? You guys have noticed I'm trying to stay away from salt. So if you love salt, you can add salt as seasoning on your food. But I don't eat a lot of salt, so I add a little salt. So this is a salt. I'm just going to take some out. You can take the amount that is okay for you, okay? But since you don't know how to cook it yet, I advise that you use a little. Then if you don't have enough, you can add it later. But don't just keep putting seasonings and salt. Don't put a lot. Always add just a little. So you put it in. And now you can add the remaining onion and the pepper. Remember, do not mash the pepper. Anybody that want to eat pepper, they will mash it themselves. When they're about to eat the food, they will pick it up and like eat it themselves. Do not mash the pepper. Otherwise, you have a spicy, hot food. So you put it in. So now you're just going to cover it up, okay? So it can like boil for a while with the oil. so the juice, everything can just go in the pumpkin. So you leave it like this for like 2 or 3 minutes. Then now you open it up. You can add your dry fish because you want the dry fish to cook. You add it to the food. Remember the, oops, sorry guys. Remember the meat you boil. Do not trash the water. Do not get rid of the water. The water is going to cook the pumpkin. So you put the meat in a pot with the water in it. You put it in a pot. Then you can stir it and allow it to cook. Allow it to cook. So the water from the meat wasn't enough, so I took a little water. I'm going to add a little water over it. And let the water come to the level of the pumpkin. You see where it is? And just leave it like that. See where it is? Alright, just leave it like that. It's going to cook, okay? Make sure you cover it up. Okay guys, we're going to look at the food now. We'll see how far it is. We're going to stir it. And it looks good. It looks soft. The pumpkin is cooking. It looks soft. And I'm going to show you this. We call it Maggi cube. We're going to put some in the food. I'm going to put 3 of it in the food. 3 Maggi. So guys, after putting the Maggi, we stir the food and we're going to leave it open so it can cook instead of covering it, because you notice the water, we want for some of the water to evaporate. So we're going to leave it just like this. Okay guys, let's come and check the food now. Gonna stir it one more time. Ooh, this looks good. You see it? Looks very good. So now that the water is out of the food, you remember the fish we fried before? We're gonna put the fish in the food now because the fish is fried. So we put it in the food right now. The reason why we put it in late is because we don't want the fish to like break. We want it to stay together as a whole. Like, we don't want it to break out. That's why we put the fish in it when the water is dry. And the fish is half cooked already because it's fried. So it's just going to sit in here and cook very well. We're going to give it maybe 10 minutes. Then it will be cooked by then. Okay guys, I did lower the stove. I lowered the fire, so it's cooked already. But for you to know that it is cooked, most Liberian food, when it's cooked, you see the oil on the side of the pot and you see the oil over the food. That shows that the food is cooked. And one thing I wanted to share with you guys is the onion I was using was just 1 onion, 1 large onion. Because it seemed like I was using a lot of onion, but no, it was just 1 onion I was using. But I use a little bit in the food as I cook along. So thank you for watching. And I will show you guys the finished touch, okay? Thank you so much. So this is the finished touch. I have my rice. I have my pumpkin soup right here. It's amazing, guys. And I have my fruits on the side. I love my fruits. So when I finish eating, I just eat my fruit. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. I'm a new YouTuber and I need your support. So more videos will be coming up every week.